Welcome to hashtag VB's week. A lot has been happening during this week. Congratulations to Focalistic President Yase Strata, right? Yeah, the street president. It sounds like a hooker selling something, but that's his project featuring Maporisa. And one thing I'm happy about, Focalistic is actually taking Amapiano international. He's broadening the whole thing, because Amapiano is the new Kwaito. When we were growing up in the 90s, there came a lot of different genres, in this country when after the independence. And then there was Digong, and then Kwaito, house music, and now there's Mapiano, and Mapiano is there to stay, And thanks to people like Kabza, the small Maporisa, they've given that thing to go. And Focalistic, his project is trending now, it's hot. Listen to it, it's everywhere, iTunes and all Spotify, you find it. And it is the project, which will broaden the whole thing and put it international out there. And then on the other news, Lewis Hamilton won his 100th race. Yeah, driving fast. Yeah, no roadblocks, no metro police, no cold drink. Because at times I imagine, if the F1 there was metro police, surely they would pay 20 liters of cold drink. This guy speed a lot, But congratulations to him. And he's a person of color, He's a black person who's winning in a sport which is basically not ours. Because I think we all know our history as black people. We were not allowed even to drive at one time. And now a black brother is, I think that's one of the reasons they never allowed us to drive. Because actually it's one of the reasons they never allowed us to do anything. Because black people excel, man. Look at all, everything. When it comes to running, black people are in front. When it comes to basketball, black people are in front. Black people are better athletes. Yes, I say it. Black people are better athletes than everyone else. Because surely, imagine finding an Indian in the NPA. Oh, ref, he held my T-shirt. So what must I do now? But going forward, congratulations to Lewis Hamilton. He's done so ever well. And then the biggest news this week, the Fugees came back. Yes, the Fugees. I know the millennials. I think right now, if you go on Google, Fugees is the most Googled thing, because the millennials will be like, what's the deal with these three old niggas? These old niggas who are rapping on stage. The Fugees were, when we were growing up, when we were still on that level of just crashing on girls before talking to them, and then they came with the song Killing Me Softly. The score, actually, the album. Ready or not, here I come. Killing Me Softly. Lauryn Hill, she was everyone's crush, I think, when we were growing up. And there was also Wycliffe and Pras Michelle. Those are the three who make up the Fugees. And for years, so many people have waiting for groups to come back. People have been waiting for Spice Girls, New Kids on the Block, Backstreet Boys. Everyone is still waiting for their group. And for some of us, we were so blessed. Last week on the Global Citizen in New York, the Fugees came back. Yes, they performed for 45 minutes. Yes, they were 3 hours late to perform. But who cares? The fans were too early. That's what they say. So, because, come on. They've been waiting for 25 years, so you can't complain for 3 hours. Honestly. Who even thought of writing that? Because the Fugees, they released the score for 25 years ago, and then they broke up 20 somewhat years ago, and then on the Dave Chappelle show 15 years ago, that was their last performance. These people have been offered a lot of money to come back, and they were not coming back. So we've been waiting for 2 decades. So what is 3 hours? And then they came back, and they are going to have a tour, and they'll be in Nigeria and Ghana. It's a blessing for our generation to see something like that. You understand? It is a blessing. Just like, most of us kids from the 80s, we have absent fathers. We're waiting for them to come back. Yeah, me too. I'm waiting for my father to come back. Dad, the Fugees came back, you remember? So the Fugees came back, like everything which you lost, the memories there, when you started having your first crush, when you started going to school, when you started high school, 15-year-old me was revived when I heard the Fugees came back, when I watched the footage, seeing Lauryn Hill getting on stage, seeing Wycliffe holding that electric guitar, seeing Pras Michelle doing that. It was just wow. It was just wow. And I think Liverpool fans are people who can actually resonate with this, because they waited 30 years for the league to win it, and they finally won it. So there is good in waiting. Even to all those who are struggling in anything, and I mean anything, wait, it shall come to pass. It will come. Don't believe your pastors who say your blessing is coming tomorrow. No, it will take time, because good things comes to those who wait. People say that, and Fugees came to those of us who waited. It's not like we had a choice anyhow, because they were actually refusing to be together, but they came. So at least we got to watch the Fugees. So this week, that was my biggest news. Lewis Hamilton, Focalistics Project, and the Fugees. And then elections are coming on the 1st of November, and political parties, like I think the 3 main political parties in this country, did their manifestos on the same day, surprisingly. For what reason, I don't know. Because it just, now instead of people actually listening to the manifestos, now everyone is arguing about who's got a better manifesto, you understand? Because EFF, they unveiled their new building and they named it after Winnie Mandela, rightfully so, because what EFF stands for, it was one of Winnie Mandela's ideologies, that people get economic freedom and that people be free from racial oppression and segregation. And then also the ANC and the DA came up with their manifestos. And I saw something very interesting in all of this. Where is COVID-19? Has it gone on leave? Because now people are gathering like for political manifestos, because it's campaigning now. So I'm sure COVID-19 is chilling somewhere, like, hey boys, like chilling there with HIV, AIDS, tuberculosis, bronchitis. Like, hey man, these niggas are not giving me the headlines no more, man. I read the newspapers last week, and HIV be like, hey man, shut the hell up. I've been here all this time, I've been killing niggas, giving niggas all these diseases. But now, nobody cares. Ever since the creation of condoms and the ARVs, and TB will be there, be like, you niggas complain about nothing. I had my moment of share, but I'm not coming back anytime soon, man. And bronchitis will be there, be like, these young niggas are drinking bronchody like no man's business, so no one will ever talk about me. And Corona will be like, yeah, bitches, don't worry. I'm going back when the election season is over. Don't worry, they'll implement another lockdown, and I'll be back trending. Number 1, your boy, COVID-19. And the other diseases will be like, show off, don't worry. In coming years, there will be another disease which will come and take you off. They will, joking about disease, but true. People are no longer wearing masks, they are no longer sanitizing, there's no longer social distance, because people are campaigning. Politicians should start respecting people. Politicians should actually act on their manifestos, not telling us that this party is doing this party is not doing that. No, they must tell people why they should vote for them. Simple like that. That's the honest truth. That's why they deserve our access. So on #VBWiseWords, again, you will find us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. #Sideline Managers will be the hashtag where you find all of this. It's a YouTube channel. Please share and subscribe, and feel free to drop in and advertise anything which you want. For now, we are offering free advertisement. Yes, you heard me right. Free advertisement. We are actually the only company which offers free advertisement, because the other competition, they're charging a lot. Yeah, so come and advertise anything. And I pray that Colin Figure comes and advertises always. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Thank you so much. #Sideline Managers is VB.